Feliks the Kitten and the Village Adventure. Once upon a time, there was a little kitten named Feliks who lived in a cozy house on the edge of a village. Feliks was a very curious kitten, but he had a certain problem. He often didn't know when he was hungry, when he was thirsty, or when he needed to use the bathroom. His mother, Mrs. Cat, worried about him and often reminded him to eat and drink. But Feliks didn't always listen. One day, when the sun was shining high in the sky, Feliks decided to set off on a village adventure. He wanted to make new friends and learn something new. He said goodbye to his mother and set off, full of enthusiasm. The mysterious forest. Feliks travelled across meadows, jumped over streams, and finally reached a mysterious forest. The forest was full of strange sounds and smells that the kitten had never heard or smelled before. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he encountered a wise owl named Wise Owl. "Hello, Feliks," said Wise Owl. "I see you're new here. Can I help you in any way?" Feliks told the owl about his problems with recognizing his needs. Wise Owl thought for a moment and then said, "You know, Feliks, each of us has a little compass inside that shows us what we need. You just have to learn to listen to it." Meeting the hedgehog. Feliks thanked the owl and went on his way. Soon he met a hedgehog named Prickly Hedgehog, who was playing among the fallen leaves. Prickly Hedgehog was very friendly and invited Feliks to play together. "Feliks, do you know that when I feel tired, I curl up into a ball and rest?" asked Prickly Hedgehog. Feliks nodded, but he still wasn't sure how this related to his problem. Prickly Hedgehog smiled and added, "Maybe try paying attention to your body. When you feel hungry, your tummy will start to rumble. When you're thirsty, your throat will be dry. And when you need to use the bathroom, well, you know." Feliks thanked Prickly Hedgehog and decided to try to pay more attention to the signals from his body. An unexpected rain. Suddenly the sky was covered with clouds, and it started to rain. Feliks quickly took shelter under a large tree, where he met a little mouse named Mousie. Mousie was very wise and knew many stories about the forest. "Feliks, do you know that rain is like a reminder from nature that sometimes we need to slow down and rest?" said Mousie. Feliks understood that sometimes his body also needed a break, just like the earth needs rain. He decided to be more attentive to these signals. When the rain stopped, Feliks decided to return home. Along the way, he thought about everything he had learned from his new friends. He realized that his body was sending him signals, and he just needed to learn to recognize them. When he reached home, his mother greeted him with joy. Feliks told her about his adventure and what he had learned. From that day on, Feliks was more attentive to his needs and the signals from his body. He knew he could always count on the help of his friends, but the most important thing was to listen to himself. Feliks learned that his body has many ways of communicating its needs. It is important to be attentive and listen to these signals to feel healthy and happy. You too can learn to recognize the signals from your body and take care of yourself, just like Feliks.